Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be learning about HTML links. Alright, so my name is Faith Aluboy and please subscribe to the channel, like this video. This will encourage me to keep making more helpful content like this. Alright, let's get into it. So HTML links, we have different kinds of links and we'll be talking about the hyperlinks, image links, and email links today. So let's begin with the hyperlinks. Hyperlinks refer to what you click and redirects you to a different page, either somewhere within your web page or outside your web page. So you can have an internal link or an external link. It just basically directs you to different pages, either in your website or an external website, some other website. Okay, so back to hyperlinks. Let's create a new file. Let's call this links.html. Our boilerplate, call this html links. Okay, so html links. All right, so the syntax for link is the a tag. We use the a tag to represent hyperlink, and the hyperlink has opening and close tag. So this is to enable you write your text, the text which your users are going to see and click to take them, to direct them to that place where you want that link to take them to. So we can say click here. This is our text, for instance. Now our links, this a tag is called an anchor tag. The a represents anchor, so it's an anchor tag. This link has its own attributes and value. Remember, attributes are what gives us additional information about the tag, about the element. So the attribute for the anchor tag is the href. Now this href is where we are going to put our link. This is where we're going to put our web link. So if we're going to visit an external link, we're going to have something like this: https, and we can say facebook.com. Sorry. Okay, so this is an example of a hyperlink. All right, now hyperlink also have other attributes which we will see later, but first of all, let's save this and see what it looks like on the front. Okay, save, right click, reveal in Explorer, double tap, and here it is. So this is how our link, so a link you have not yet visited will show you a blue color. Once we click on it, you see, notice something, it's opening Facebook right inside the same page, the same place where we clicked our click here. So opening the same page, we can go back now. You see the color of the link has changed to purple. That is to say this link has been visited. So purple links refers to visited links, then blue links refer to a new link which has not been visited. All right, so now when we click our link, we see it is loading inside in the same page as where we started from. So to make this link open in someplace else in a new tab, not to disrupt your page, so you can easily go back, you understand, we are going to use another attribute called the target attribute. So here we'll add a target attribute, and you see the target attribute has different values. We have the top, the self, the parent, and underscore blank. So we are using the underscore blank. This is the most popular and most likely one you are ever going to use. You might hardly use the others, but this is always used. So underscore blank is what will make this take you to a new page. Now I remember using the reveal explorer here. If you have installed go live, you can use go live to just go straight to your link. Now you see still purple because yes, we have visited it before. Now when you click, notice this is a new tab. It opened in a new tab, so we can go back to our link, and we can also see the new tab where it opened. So anytime you click on a link and it takes you to a new tab, know that they are using the underscore blank, which is the target attribute. They are using the target attribute. Now this is for hyperlinks. Okay, oh, let's put this here, hyperlink. Now the next link we're going to look at is the image link. We can also have image link. So let's do that, image link. So how do you turn an image into a link? Now this is just simply by wrapping the image with the anchor tag, by putting the image in between the anchor tag. So where we have click here, we're going to have the image tag embedded. So this is where an example, typical example of an embedded tag, which is a tag inside another tag. Okay, so let's begin with our anchor tag. Sorry, into Z. Okay, let's come back here. Now you see I'm creating this space so you can see this clearly. Now we're going to, this is the anchor tag, opening and closing tag. So we're going to place our image in between this anchor tag. So we're going to have our image source. We have an image here. Let's see, mountain, the JPEG. Okay, alternative, let's just see mountain. So href, we want that when we click on this mountain image, let's give it a weight so it won't be too big. Let's say 100px. When we click on this image, it should take us somewhere. Let's say it should take us to where now? Okay, let's say use facebook.com. So let's just copy this URL and put it here. Right, so we have saved. We'll come back to our go back, refresh this. Now we'll see the image. So you see the hand pointing on it. This shows you that it's a link. There's an hyperlink here. So when we click on this image, it takes us to Facebook. You see, okay, so it's taking us the same page. Remember here we did not add the underscore blank, so that's why it's still on the page. Now you see how they are both standing side by side each other, the text link and the image link. That is because links are inline element. They are not block level element. We talked about block level and inline element before, that block level element takes a new line while inline elements stay side by side each other. So for us to break this, we can use the break tag. We can put a break tag here. There's a better way to do this. We're going to talk about that later, but let's just use a break tag here for now. Okay, sorry. So the B arrow tag represents a break tag. All right, so let's refresh this. You see it has been, so the more break you add, the more space you get. So that's the one of the HTML formatting elements. Now we'll have our image here. Okay, so this is it, the click and the click. All right, so that's for image and image link. Now the last link we're going to talk about is the email link. All right, so let's come here again, email link. So the email link, it also works more like an attribute and value kind, just like the the href, it uses the normal hyperlink. So we're going to say, sorry, here we're going to say go to send an email. Okay, let's say click to send. All right, so here now, instead of having something like http and the rest of it, what we're going to have is a mail to and a column. Okay, then after that you put in the email address you want to mail to. So we can say alboyfaith@gmail.com. All right, so let's save this. You cannot, okay, and let's go. All right, let's use our break tag just right after here. Please ensure you turn on your notifications so that when we learn about inline and block level element proper, you will be notified and you can, watch that video as well. So see now, new link, purple and blue, visited, not visited. So click to send an email. When you click here now, watch, when I hover here, just look at it down here, you're going to see the mail to and the email. You see mail to, I will for that. Oh, I made a mistake, I did comes, but that's fine. It's just to show you that you can go to your email from there. So it will just take you to your email so that you can now send email to that particular mail. All right, so that's how it works. So I think I'm leaving out something. Yes, you can also do what's it called now, an in-page link. Let's say now we are here and you want to let's say you have this whole page is filled down and you want to go to the top in the same page. How do you do that? Okay, so we're going to create a paragraph here. Let's create a paragraph for that. Let's say I really don't need this, but it's fine. Okay, let's do Lauren Epstein. Alt Z to break. You use Alt Z to break. So we can duplicate this multiple times. Okay, let's see if we've gone to a new page yet. Oh yes, we have a new page. All right, so come back here. Let's now assume we have a closing link here that says go to top. Let's say we want to visit this very, okay, no, let's visit the very first one. We want to visit this this click here link, the very first link. So you see we have scrolled now, you can't say it, but okay, let's refresh. So we have go to top. When you click go to top, it will bring us back here. That's what we want to do. So how do you do that? First, you're going to create an ID here. We're going to learn about ID and classes when we're learning about CSS, but for now just have a glimpse of it. You're going to have an ID here, and this ID attributes, you're going to give it a name and you're going to call it top. Let's call it top. So the same name you use here, let's copy it. You're going to put that same name here as using your hashtag top. So this will automatically bring you, it will say to follow this link and bring you to the top, to this link. So that's how you go about within your page. That's how you create an in-page link. So like call it more an internal link. Sorry, internal link. So let's click on this. You see, brings us back here. Let's click again. Watch now. You can see that click here, but when you click, you see, brings us back to top. So that is all for links. You can learn more about links on maybe W tier schools, and you can also put a comment or if you have any question so that I can help answer that. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and keep following my tutorials. Thank you very much. Bye.